For member statements today, we will hear from the members for the districts of Virginia Waters, Pleasantville, Fortune Bay, Cape Hune, Exploits, Torngat Mountains, and Corner Brook. The member for Virginia Waters, Pleasantville.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in this honourable House to recognise and congratulate Eluel Echek and Caitlin Mentions of Virginia Park Community Centre on achieving the Silver Duke of Edinburgh Awards. This is important to remember that some of the most critical learning happens outside the classroom. Lessons they have been learned on this journey will help shape the future direction for the rest of their lives. And the time and dedication it takes to complete the silver level of this award is a sign of their passion and commitment, something they should be very proud of. Prince Philip created the Duke of Edinburgh International Award in 1956 as a way to give people like these young women a supportive and non-competitive development platform. The Prince values activities that deepen self-awareness, builds confidence, and broaden skills to further their growth as active and responsible citizens. I've had the pleasure of volunteering with youth my entire adult life and have been seeing firsthand the benefit that this award program has made in the lives of youth. I hope this award is a step in a long life of activity, volunteering, and working together to make our communities better. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Hear, hear. The honourable member for the district of Fortune Bay, Cape Hune.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to congratulate the 2922 Vimy Ridge Royal Canadian Army Cadet Corps of Bay d'Espoir. Their award recipients were honoured at the 2018 Annual Ceremonial Review. It is my great pleasure to pay them tribute. Top Green Star went to Corporal Sarah Brushett, Top Red Star, Master Corporal Aisha George, Top Silver Star, Corporal Michael Wilcott, Top Star, Warrant Officer Kristen Snook, and Top Master Cadet to Master Warrant Officer Samuel Davis. The Marksmanship Award went to Sergeant Michael Wilcott, Top Fundraiser, Sergeant Samuel Hussey, and CO's Choice Award to Sergeant Dante Felix. Pure Choice recipients were Master Warrant Officer Samuel Davis and Sergeant Michael Wilcott. Top Dress and Deportment went to Master Warrant Officer Samuel Davis. I also highly commend all of those who received awards for their outstanding and excellent attendance. I would also like to pay tribute to the Legion of Excellence recipient, Master Corporal Aisha George, who was honoured for enhancing the cadet movement aims and objectives. A huge bouquet goes out to Warrant Officer Christian Snook for his receipt of the Lord Strathcona Medal, which is the highest medal that can be awarded to a cadet in recognition of their exemplary performance in physical and military training. Congratulations, Christian, for attaining this highest regard by peers and supervisors as exemplifying the model cadet. I ask all members to join me in thanking these outstanding, fine young youth. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member for the district of Exploits.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today in this honourable House to commend the Botwood Mural Art Society on hosting a most successful global mural conference on September 12th to the 15th of this year. The Society has commissioned prominent mural artists to paint several eye-catching additions to the town landscape, depicting our history, culture, and way of life, making Botwood the mural capital of Newfoundland and Labrador. These murals have enhanced the beauty of the town and boosted the extent of tourism in the region. I would extend to all a warm invitation to visit and take a stroll through our town to view these magnificent conceptions. I ask all honourable members to join with me in congratulating the Botwood Mural Art Society on its diligence, effort, and success in hosting this global event and the bringing of us to the world and the world to us. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member for the district of Torngat Mountains.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in this honourable House today to recognize a truly beautiful volunteer effort by an outstanding member of the community of Nain. Mr. Simon Colmeister worked as a conservation officer, and sometimes his jobs involved visits to the local garbage disposal site to monitor wildlife. But he also recognized that some waste at the dump could be used for a better purpose, and it was to this end that Simon saw opportunity. Simon took the garbage and turned it into something more valuable. In this case, Mr. Kohlmeister took broken bikes from the dump and began putting them back in working order. Over the years, his efforts to fix broken bikes has proven successful. Now, other families have begun taking their broken and unused bikes to Simon to be repaired and give back to the kids of Nain. It is through his efforts that many young people in Nain have a bike to call their own. I had the opportunity to speak with Simon last spring about his project, and while he's enjoyed the media attention, he's just satisfied knowing that there are kids who are happy with a bike of their own. Mr. Speaker, I ask all honourable members to join me in congratulating Mr. Simon Kohlmeister of Nain for his outstanding community effort.
The honourable member for Corner Brook, who will ask for leave of the House before he speaks.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it will be a very difficult day. It will be difficult to picture any day in Corner Brook without Craig Kennedy in it. Mr. Speaker, Craig Kennedy was a friend of mine and a friend of many, and his presence was not just felt in my own hometown of Corner Brook, but indeed across the continent. Craig was a professional civil works superintendent and was recognized as an international level leader among leaders in his field. Craig Kennedy ran the Public Works Department of the City of Corner Brook like no other. He had a style that made people want to work with him and to match him. But his most visible place in the community was on the ice or behind the bench at the storied Humber Gardens and the Corner Brook Civic Centre. He led his teammates to the coveted Allen Cup win in 1986 and showed those same leadership skills years afterwards as a player, coach, and coach for the best team in the Newfoundland Senior Hockey League, the Corner Brook Royals. Ron McLean and Don Cherry, learning their friend Craig Kennedy had passed, celebrated his life with the entire country this past Saturday night on Coach's Corner. Mr. Speaker, on behalf of us all, I offer my sincere condolences to his wife Christine, to his sons Colton and Jordan, to his mom Verna, and to his entire extended family. Craig has left us after 61 years. His legacy of giving, caring, and contributing, however, will last forever.